mainly for carrying out the load bearing capacity. That means whenever you have a box or any packaging item or anything, so if you want to analyze for the load, that we call it as a structural analysis. That can be done by the that can be done by this IronCAD multiphysics add-on. First and foremost, what you need to do is just go to the add FEA, or you will first have to open the model to which you are doing the analysis. So in my case, let me try to see if I have any demo file. Okay. I have this model. So there is a load applied here. You see the load applied, and then we have to fix that. So where are we fixing? We are fixing with respect to this hook, because this is going to be connected to the automotive. So here we are using the fixed constraint. So first I will show you with a demonstration, then we can run this. With a simple model, first let me show you. Maybe complex for you to understand. I'm taking a box. Let's say this is a box, and let me make it a shell by giving some thickness. And this is supported on 4 legs. Okay. We give edit distance from point. Let it be at 50. 50 from this side and 50 from the other side. And same thing has to be repeated on all 4 corners. So we'll use the mirror command. So this is rested by 4 legs of the 20, and the height also 20. Something like this. It is resting. I want to see the load carrying capacity of this. Then what I'm going to do is we first enter into first save the model. Always save the model with a name. On the desktop I'm saving it, NPIC demo. I'll just name it as a box. After saving, go to the edit. Here we have a add FEA. We have different type of analysis. Now we are considering only static load. Select the static analysis. And on the right side, we have this interface. First, first step is like you will choose the type of the analysis. You can choose the, here in this case it is a stress structural analysis, so I'm going to give stress and give it a name. Okay, structural analysis on a box, on a wooden box or any box. Say okay. Why we are giving this is like when you want, when you're tracking the report, the title is going to be the one which you specified here, and then comes the the units. This is very important because default units we may have something, and the model units may be something else. So that's the reason. Choose, because I'm giving newtons, kilograms. Save this, and then the material. So material, by default, it will take some random material, the default material. You may have to select the material which you are working on. If the material is not listed here, you can go to edit material, add the material, its properties. Whatever the material you are going to add, make sure you have the properties of that, and then save this. Right. And after that, we will give the constraint. Remember, for multi-physics or any analysis, we need basically two inputs, three inputs. One is the material, second is the boundary conditions or the constraints. What does that constraint mean? Where it is going to be fixed. Normally it is going to be grounded. That means the base is going to be fixed. So choose that legs which are going to be fixed. So under constraint, you have this position. What is the position? Select all the four legs base using the shift button. And remember, if you are by mistake you are selecting the edge, make sure to delete that. See, if you are selecting this, it is going to select the edge, but we are supposed to select the face. So no need to select the edge. So simply click here, it is going to be removed. So I am selecting all four faces. Then comes the loading. Loading is like I'm selecting a force onto this. Like if there is a body, the body weight has to be applied. So we will say force of 100 Newton. So I'm giving, and make sure the direction. Currently it is showing x minus 1. What is this? So x minus 1. That means the force is going to be acting in this direction. You see here. You see the red one. It is the force. To give the force precisely, I am applying the load vertically. So that is minus z direction. So z should be minus 1. You can notice the arrow pointing downward. I will say OK. So this is just a rough model. 100 Newton is very less load. Then we will do the meshing. Go for mesh generation. You need not worry about the meshing. So just use the default meshing. Once after you get the result, you can fine tune the meshing. Go to generate. So the meshing has been completed. Then comes the result. In the result, when you say auto solve, this is a displacement plot. So the load is very small, and you see everything is showing in blue color. Blue indicates that it's like the value of the stress. So here this is a displacement plot, and you need to look for the stresses always. I'm selecting the equivalent stress. Update the screen. Now you see the stress is something like 0.27 megapascals. And where is that stress acting more? Here in this region. That means the effect of the load onto the box is very less. Onto the legs. Onto the legs is very less, you see here. Now that's this we can now scale it up to 1000 and rerun the analysis. We'll say auto solve. Now slightly the stress has been increased. So red shows that it is not failing, but the value of the stress is more compared to the other region. And how do we analyze? How we will come to know whether it is actually failing or not? That depends on the ultimate strength of that particular material. Every material has got an ultimate tensile strength property. Based on that value of that ultimate stress, we have to check that whether the maximum stress from the model is falling within that ultimate stress or not. This is very well below that. Let's say usually we will have around 250 if it is a steel, etc. Like that. The same concept is shown in this MPSC example also. So we say show. Now, so this is done. We'll say hide FEA. That will go back to our modeling mode. हाँ यस है आप यूनिट्स चेंज कर सकते हैं ना इसलिए मैंने बताया बिफोर अप्लाइंग द लोड्स यू फर्स्ट चेक फॉर द यूनिट्स यहाँ पे मॉडल पे जाइए और यूनिट सेटिंग में न्यूटन को सेलेक्ट करिए सीधा न्यूटन पे डाल सकते हो अंडरस्टूड हाँ हाँ केजी फोर्स दे सकते हैं न्यूटन पे सेलेक्ट हाँ फोर्स है ना वो आप केजीएफ दे सकते हैं या न्यूटन दे सकते हैं if you are selecting if you are giving the load in kgs you have to select kg force this is newton अच्छा मेरे को समझ में आप ये बता रहे हैं कि आपका वेट तो वेट इनपुट होगा किलोग्राम्स पे अगर आप न्यूटन पे देना है तो कैसे देने का वही है ना हाँ न्यूटन में कन्वर्ट करके देना पड़ेगा okay then I hope you have covered everything anything else you want to know देखिए मशीन का नॉर्मली इसका कंडीशन मॉडल टू मॉडल चेंज होते जाते हैं नॉर्मली it will the mesh control will be in a medium level. See, there are two extreme levels of any mesh, fine and coarse mesh. Fine में पूरा fine mesh कर देगा. Fine mesh करने से अच्छा रिजल्ट आता है लेकिन ज्यादा कंप्यूटेशन टाइम मतलब सॉल्विंग टाइम ज्यादा पड़ेगा आपको वो आपका मॉडल के हिसाब से चेंज होते हैं देखिए यहाँ पे आपको कर्वेचर बहुत ज्यादा है रेडियस ये सब ज्यादा है ठीक है यहाँ पे छोटा कर्व है व्हेन यू हैव दिस स्मॉल राउंड्स ना तो कोर्स मैश नहीं चलेगा यहाँ कोर्स मैश करने से क्या होगा उसको हटा देगा पूरा यहाँ से यहाँ तक एक एलिमेंट बनाएगा आपका वो ज्योमेट्री चेंज हो जाएगा तो इसलिए In this cases we have to use the fine mesh. अगर आपके मॉडल पे कुछ भी राउंड्स या होल्स तो चलेगा, लेकिन होल डायमीटर अगर छोटा है तो फिर आप थोड़ा रिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. तो ये हाँ, that's it. Any doubts?
सांगितलं त्या पहिले दीपक पहिले.
तो म्हणजे रिपोर्ट कुठनं डाउनलोड कर, समजा आता फी आपण केलं मग नंतर त्याचे रिपोर्ट सबमिट करावं लागतील.
वो तो वही पे होगा. यहाँ पे रिजल्ट में देखिए एनालिसिस रिपोर्ट है ना, वो क्लिक करने से आपको आ जाएगा एनालिसिस रिपोर्ट. इस पर क्लिक करना पड़ेगा, इस पर. Okay, then you please start practicing and can just mail me to our mail mcad.support. Whenever you have any doubts, we can get connected. Okay. All right, man. Thank you. Okay, bye.
सुमित.
Hello, mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3 mic check mic check.
झालं का, संपलं का आता?
We are requesting for
अरे यार ऐसे करतो क्या?
वाटर नाही म्हणा.
बोल सुमित सर. और बाप
Let me capture the picture. Yeah, got it.
सुमित आता काय
मी तर पहिला जाणार आहे. मॅडम म्हटलं तर ट्रेनिंग द्या मला मेटलच्या, आता ट्रेनिंग बंद करणार आले.
गेला
100 रुपये लागतात.
सुमित संपलं का? IronCAD सेशन संपलं का? आता परफेक्ट
कॅमेरा चालू होत नाहीये कोणी. उद्या कुठे, उद्या झोपला काय?
तिकडे पाऊस सुरू आहे काय यापुढेला? उद्या येतोय तिकडं.
मी पण.
उद्या गणपती उठणार आहे, ट्रॅफिक लय लागते आम्हाला, येणं नाही तिकडं.
₹40,000 द्या म्हणा, उद्या जातो.
कॅमेरा ऑन नाही होते माझा रे, फोन चालू होता.
हा काय कुठे शहरा बिरा दाखवा जरा पोरांना पुष्पा.
अरे जागांचं ऑफिस पाहून घ्या कसं आहे ते इकडे मस्त.
दिस इज अ व्हेरी स्पेशल केबिन. आय मस्ट से दिस इज अ व्हेरी स्पेशल केबिन. If anybody recognize, that's good for him.